All right, welcome everyone. I'm Jacob Bridges, the director for the Capital City Amateur Tour, Columbus, Ohio. Those of you who are joining us here or watching on the archives, this is the Tour Talk trophy ceremony and award for the Pinnacle Golf Club event that we had on Monday, June 22nd. So as before, but if this is your first time here, everyone who arrives to this is muted upon entry. The session is recorded and made available to share on YouTube. There is a chat function out there. I try my best to monitor that in case a question comes up while you guys are muted, but you certainly are able to, do some side texting, congratulate each other, kind of, well wishes to one another through the duration of this. The session is scheduled for 45 minutes. We will not be logging back in. I will try to be making sure that we get done so that way we don't have to do that. When you do speak, try to be in an area where you don't have background noises. Put the dog away, put the cat away. So that way we can have a clean conversation. All right, so let's get right into it. So some preview here. This is kind of what we had yesterday. This is the only slide you'll see, the last slide you'll see for starters, okay? This was the second leg of the Ohio Ryder Cup Championship Series. How that worked was between Shaker Run and this event, the winner of each flight, which tour they represented, that tour received a point. So when we exited Shaker Run, Cincinnati was leading 9-0. And Columbus made a strong, appearance yesterday. We won 8 of the 11 flights, but we fell short. And that now tells us that Queen City will be hosting the fall championship in the Ohio Ryder Cup 2020. So Matt Johnson, I know he's not able to join us here, but he probably would be thrilled to be hosting that because it seemed like Home Course Advantage took the crown last year, as we as Columbus are still defending champions. Ain't nothing won yet. You got to take the crown from us. All right. Yesterday we had 111 players. Excuse me, 111 players on course. I looked everywhere to what's offered to the public. I couldn't find an event with that number on course. So I'm self-proclaimed until I find something else that someone tells me. We had 111, which was the largest 18-hole golf tournament in the entire United States during the COVID-19 era. Okay, this tour is doing it big, and we're doing it right, and we're doing it well. So kudos to you guys, and just know that and recognize you're a part of that. Yesterday we had a big field, so what that came with was a large trophy and award fund. We have a special guest on here. Not only is he a flight winner, but the man of the day, Chad Warner, my man. If you guys haven't seen the results, which you're about to hear in a second, he will take away $923 in award and value from trophy, side games, last man standing, super skin, flight skin, just for being the man skin, everything, dude. I don't think I've ever seen a bigger payday for this kind of model and concept. So congratulations to him. And, another plug here, John Kowalski. He shot 127 yesterday. But the dude is walking away with $167 because he played the squares. All right, we're going to kind of introduce that scoring and see how that works and help those understand how that got paid. The medalist on the round was 76. That came from our championship flight, Deontay Kinner out of the Kentucky area. Overall, we had 11 flight champions. Obviously, we do things well. We always high five each other, but at the same time, I got to put the director hat on. And, we did have a DQ yesterday as a result of a person attesting the wrong score. And it turns out later on that the person played from the wrong tees. So, these are not the most pleasant conversations to have, but when they do occur, we had a healthy conversation. The guy really, wanted to rely on the help of his playing competitors, but essentially, he's fully accepted responsibility for what the error was. So again, we got a lot of praise for stuff, but essentially there are rules that are here too, and my job as the director is to enforce them. So that is just listed here as one of those items to review. The lead group completed the round in 3 hours and 40 minutes. Way to go. That was our 8 a.m. pairing, and that sets the pace and for everyone for the rest of the day. If you didn't recognize it, you were playing golf just around 4 hours. If you had any struggles, if you had any issues, I haven't heard anything, let me know. But essentially, we're playing golf, man. And the Capital City standings and the handicap revision, that's going to be updated here by the end of the month, no later than the 2nd of July. And we'll kind of close out and talk to the low net stroke play tournament that's going to begin at Springfield. So let's kind of introduce our champions and let's get started to why we're all here. So I'm going to kind of look at who's online here and see among them. We'll just go in the order, and I'll kind of just figure out if that person's here or not. So we're just going to go from the top to the bottom. If you're seeing this, this is the result page. I'm going to pause right here and come up for some air. Have any of you guys had any trouble locating the results page, seeing what I'm about to share with you now? Anybody? It's all good. Thumbs up. You guys pretty much seeing it. Cool. All right, so I'm going to introduce our first flight champion. It's in the Woods flight, and this division is for the 3.9 and under handicaps, paying out one spot. This is our medalist, a round of 76, 4 over par for a 4-stroke victory from Cincinnati, Ohio. The man's name is Mr. Deontay Kinner. So a little golfer's clap. Deontay Kinner is not with us on here, but Deontay, he ended up winning a flight skin for that as well, and he will. I think he elected the full Visa gift card amount of the $140. So even if a field of 3, he's walking away plus his entry and more. So congratulations, Mr. Deontay Kinner. All right, so moving on, we'll go to our next flight, which is our Palmer flight. And these handicaps right here, is it listed 4 to 7.9? We're paying out 2 spots. This gentleman is not unfamiliar by having some hardware. So this is our 2018 and 2019 Palmer Flight season champion. This guy really put it to work, coming in at around a 78 for a 6-stroke victory out of Lithopolis, Ohio, Mr. Tony Burbridge. Tony, are you online with us, man? I don't think I see you. Let's see here. Yep. All right, so Tony, congratulations to you, man. This is back-to-back. He was medalist at Medallion, right? I think he shot. Man, did he go 1 under? Yeah, he shot 1 under at Medallion. Okay, so this dude's on fire. So again, he went back-to-back 71, 78 on these 2 courses. Once again, congratulations, Mr. Tony Burbridge. All right, next flight here, we're going to our Hogan flight. We're not only are we switching flights, but these guys also, had a different tee assignment, shooting from the gold tees. One of our largest flights on tournament day. If I'm not mistaken, it's been a while, man. This is certainly coming. This is a narrowest of margins that you can win by, a 1-stroke victory. Very impressive round of 78, sides out 43. Listen, so this man right here, if you're looking at that front 9 score, I mean, for those who are in the top 5, 6 players, he was last out of those 6, but really turned it on and shot even par for his back 9 to come in with the 1-stroke victory. So 1-stroke victory. We are from Lithopolis, Ohio. I hope you're not neighbors with Tony and getting tips. But if you are, congratulations to you, Mr. Joseph Dillon. Joe, you online with us, man?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. So listen, man, why don't you kind of spend a little minute here and tell us what that back 9 was like? I mean, I see it looks like the scorecard, but how did it feel?
It felt pretty good. And actually, I'm pretty sure Tony does live in my development, for the record.
He's a pitching wedge away, right?
Yeah, I think so. No, it actually, that front 9, I'm not going to lie, kind of sucked. It was at the point where I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm just out here playing now. At least I'm playing Pinnacle. Could be worse. Made like a 25-footer for birdie on 10 and par 11, which is always huge. And it just kind of, I don't know, made some putts, and it kind of worked out for me.
So yeah, man, what happened here? So this is I'm gonna just kind of go back to the early part of your round when it really wasn't looking good. I mean, you got off to a par, but that double bogey on that par 5, what happened there? You remember?
Went a little left.
Yeah. A little left. All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, way to recover. By chance, were you in the early rounds of the day? Did you tee off in that rain?
Yeah, I went off at 9. It was raining.
Okay.
I had the rain jacket on. Couldn't swing. First 4 holes, I didn't hit anything good. So I finally just took the jacket off and just accepted getting wet, and it started swinging a lot better.
Okay. All right. Well, way to turn yourself around. Way to keep at it. Good work to you. Once again, congratulations. And while I got you on the line, man, did you elect to decide what option you're going to proceed on, trophy or a Visa gift card?
Yeah, I did reply that I did want the trophy and the gift card.
All right, money. All right, man. We'll be in touch tomorrow or after, where I'll kind of inform you as to what that will look like in the proof and that shipment process. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man. Congratulations to you. Stay on the line and congratulate your other champions. All right.
All right, thank you.
All right, we're going to head on over to our next flight. This is the Saracen flight. This was the largest flight on tournament day, and paying out 5 spots. Again, a large field we have here, and this gentleman here, an up and down start of the season. He is our defending 2019 low net stroke play head-to-head champion, but in this format, in the unlimited stroke gross play, certainly got off to a fantastic and phenomenal start here. Front 9 going out at 36. But man, he was laboring coming down the stretch and able to hang on for a 2-stroke victory from Hilliard, Ohio, Mr. Drew Vanskoy. Let me see if Drew's on the line here. Are you, Drew? We alive over here, buddy? All right. I don't think I see him here. But Drew, he will come away with the largest prize for a flight winner with the choice of either $305 all Visa or $250 plus the trophy. So once again, the golfers clap. Congratulations, Mr. Drew Vanskoy. All right. Now this guy right here, man, I tell you what, I really have to change my voice and gotta get excited for this one, because if you guys are not paying attention to the background of what you see, can you guys see this gentleman right here? Okay, I'm gonna pull him over here. Can you see this guy? Look at that trophy case back there. This guy is we are in the presence of greatness. This guy, I played with him. I witnessed what occurred yesterday, and you guys see on this result page. Certainly a man that we welcomed inside of our flight. You know, he's had some sour spots in his game. I think I saw him walk away for a while, middle of the season in 2018. And that touched me at a low spot. I really felt like I did something, or I could have done more to keep him involved in golf. And seeing him come back last year, staying at it, now he's in our flight. To be here at this moment, I'm goosebumping, man, just to see what I saw yesterday. And for you, not only did you win our flight by 3 strokes, okay, and we had some competition early in the day, and they were talking, SH about, you and, make sure, I nudge you and give you a rib shot. I couldn't get in your way, man. And although we were kind of there together on the front 9, man, you started really turning it on in the back 9. And you not only walked away with a couple of flight skins, a super skin, you won our flight last man standing, and you won the super last man standing. Combining all that, you walking away with a total prize of $235. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce to you from Richwood, Ohio, Mr. Chad Warner. Let me get you on unmute, man. There you go, Chad.
Thank you, Jay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, we got you now.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a good day yesterday. I was very surprised when I got the alert last night late at work about all that money that was coming with it. That was a shock.
Yeah, man, you worked 3rd shift, right?
Yeah.
So not only did you play yesterday, obviously you didn't know where you would finish, but I did my best for those who are itching to know. And since you were in my cart, I know I wouldn't be disturbing you to share that news with you. I'm sure anytime someone gets a very early morning, late midnight text, and if it comes with money, it's okay, right?
Yes, very much appreciated. I was speechless. I was trying to figure it out in my head. Like, I have no idea. I thought the birdie on 11 was a super when I made the putt, but everything else, I wasn't sure if I had even won until right before I got in. I won, but everything else, that was just a cherry on top, honestly.
So I saw that in person, that birdie on 11. Tell the others, what you were facing on that hole.
I think we had 207 from the gold tee, and the wind was a little bit into us, and that pin, as everyone knows, was kind of back tucked, back middle, back leftish. I just hit a 3 hybrid up, hung it out a little right over the bunker and the wind, and it faded in, and it was about pin high. I don't know, maybe 10, 12 feet max, and made a nice putt.
Right. And those kind of achievements, man, when you make them, you know it was a good thing, but you just never know what the result's going to be like. So you don't want to kind of get so excited and then you get wah that it didn't get you the money that you were hoping for. So yeah, overall, man, you know, like I think it was Joe earlier in the segment here, you know, you didn't get off to a great start, right? You had that bogey on one, which was just a flat straightaway open, you know, par 4, right? But then you came back with a double because you went in the drink, right?
Yeah, pulled it into double both par 5s on the front.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really a great match all around. I was 11 really was the turning point with you and Kane in the part, and kind of me making the 2 and you guys doing what you did. And I kind of basically was just trying to hold on after that. 17 was fun, but I'm glad it didn't cost me.
Yeah. Yeah, you played it from the upper deck in the other stadium.
Around that on that hole.
Not only so, you know, yeah, you did an excellent tee shot approach on 11, but that certainly didn't repeat itself when you were on 17, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you, this is how bad this shot was. Okay, so if you remember 16 is the tightest shoot ever on a golf course, where you have to go to an elevated fairway, right? So when you're on 17, it's on the left-hand side. This guy hooked it so high and left, he's up on that fairway deck.
Yeah.
And you know, both holes are cart path only, right? So, oh my gosh, man, we're like, Jesus. And not only did you find it, but you had a little narrow opening and you took a chance. You kind of chucked it down to the fairway on 17, but then you yanked it left again when you're on your approach. So, yeah, it didn't cost you. But overall, man, congratulations on this win. These points right here are certainly going to help you out, solidifying your position, leading the flight, I think, hereafter. And you're certainly going to be a challenger that we all have to overcome in the events that remain on the season. So once again, congratulations, Chad. And again, you, like the others, were you interested in the trophy?
Oh, yeah, I'm taking it. I got to add it to this back here, man.
All right, man. So I'll certainly keep you involved as far as that procurement process on that trophy. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Jacob.
All right, man. Congratulations. All right, on to our next flight. We're going to kind of go over now into the Snead flight. And so this gentleman here, kind of new on the scene from Louisville, Kentucky, playing from out of state. Certainly welcomed on the tour. This was our only tie that we had in the event today, or yesterday rather. But as it turns out, all tiebreakers are by USGA, and it's resulted in the back 9 score. So this gentleman here, although coming in at a tie for 99, he won that tiebreaker. Again, from Louisville, Kentucky, Mr. Kevin Murphy, Jr. Kevin?
Hey, nice to be here. Yeah, no, it was fun. This first time out with you guys. You know, obviously I live in Columbus now, so I'll be trying to get out more. But yeah, it was definitely a little nervy at the front. I think that birdie on hole 9 definitely helped out. So it kind of settled me in a little bit on the back. So it was fun, and yeah, enjoyed it.
Yeah, so yeah, those first 8 holes, man, it really wasn't nothing promising, right? Right.
Yeah, it's so you know, one of the things that obviously I guess a lot of people maybe run into is that you obviously don't when you're golfing with your friends, right? You usually don't finish out a lot of your holes. You're just kind of like, oh, it's a little 2-footer. I'll just tap it. If it doesn't go in, it's a gimme kind of thing. Where, you know, I kind of had that happen on here on the first couple of holes. I was like, oh, it's 2 feet. Let's just tap it in, and missed. And you're like, oh crap, that's right. I got to finish this out. All right, now let's walk around on the other side and tap it in. So I think on the I think I 3 putted the 4 putted the first hole, 2 putted the second, and 3 putted the third hole because of those little tap outs. So it's like, all right, calm down. Just you're not going anywhere. No one's pushing you. Take your time and start putting them out. And I think once I changed that mentality, it definitely things definitely started working out a little bit better. But definitely that birdie on hole 9, it was probably something like a 15 or 20 foot putt from the right side of the green to the pin. So that definitely, I think, also inspired confidence for the back 9.
Yeah, and once again, you know, with your competitor in the field, it really started kind of the back half of that last 9. You really kind of, you know, settled in, and
Yeah.
you were able to come in with a strong finish. to that tie score, right? So
Yep.
you're absolutely right, man. You're actually hitting something that's not, often talked about, but it's certainly something that has been mentioned. When you're playing in these events, you get that pressure, you get that juice in your blood, you get the veins going. Everything's balled down. Where we had great conditions yesterday, where we can roll it around, move it, lift, clean in place. But when you're putting on the green, I've made those yips. I've made the almost double tap putts because you're just not following through, and those are nerve wracking sometimes. But
Mm-hmm.
once you do find that line and you find that feel for those putts, it's going to change how you practice now, ain't it? It's going to change how you casually play with your buddies, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, that is correct.
Right. Well, listen, man, congratulations.
Thank
Certainly
you.
not easy, regardless of the skill level. I mean, it's an achievement in itself. Just like the other champions before you, I asked the same. What is your option when you're looking at the trophy or visa?
I'll do the no trophy, but I'll use the funds just to put toward the next 2 events for the competition.
Okay. Well, I'll certainly be reaching out to you and, again, stopping action on that early request and then getting it correct for the event that you want me to apply that to. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. All right. Stay on the line and also, congratulate your fellow champions here. And next to the flight, we can now hop into our senior division, which was strong in numbers. And we'll begin with our senior Palmer flight. This is for handicaps 4 through 7.9. No stranger to the tour here, but new to the senior Palmer flight. We got sides going out in 40, coming in at 37 for the narrowest of margins, a one-stroke victory. We have from Dublin, Ohio, Mr. Phil Skinner. So I don't think Phil's on the line here with us, but in spirits, we'll give him the golfer's clap. Congratulations, Mr. Phil Skinner. All right. Finishing up here, we got a couple more flights to go. Next flight, we have our senior Hogan flight. Once again, this flight was pretty full. At least 14 competitors teed up. And once again, another one-stroke victory. Sides out 39, coming in at 42. Columbus, Ohio, Mr. Mark Patzer. Congratulations, Mr. Patzer. All right. On to our next flight, senior Saracen flight. We go to the green tees here now. Another flight where a good and healthy size of 13 competitors teeing off. And again, another one-stroke victory. So a great flight integrity. Scores reveal the same. No silly stuff as far as, someone shooting way outside of their handicap. But you can see the close proximity of these scores right here. And the 42 out, 41 coming back in for, again, a one-stroke victory. Mr. John McGee from Delaware, Ohio. John, are you on the line with us? I think I saw you jump in, and you might be having some problems coming back. Okay. 2 more flights to go here. And then once we kind of roll through the flight winners, those who are on the line, we'll discuss, some skin payment options, and then we'll look at some of the things that are upcoming on our schedule. So once again, we're here now to the senior Jones flight. Handicap 16 to 19.9, paying out 2 spots. This one's a kind of a home cooking here. This gentleman 2 years ago was on this tour. Pinnacle Golf Club is his home course. Coincidentally, he won the member championship over the past weekend on Saturday. And here he is participating in this event. Sides out 46, coming in with a sharp and crisp 42 from Grove City, Ohio, the very own member of Pinnacle Golf Club, Mr. Brian Ramsey. So congratulations, Mr. Brian Ramsey. And rounding out the last flight winner of the 11 that we had in our tournament, a flight of 5 participating. And again, another one-stroke victory. I got to go back and figure out how many one-stroke victories we had today. So here we have a 51 going out, 48 coming back in. This one went to a flight winner outside of the state. This was Cincinnati, Ohio tour. Mr. Kareem El Nagar. Congratulations, Mr. El Nagar. All right, so we got some others on the line here. I know we got Jeff Oliver. Jeff, I see you out there, buddy. How you doing, Jeff? How'd you like the course there yesterday, Jeff? You able to speak to it? Looks like we have some audio difficulties there. All right, so we'll skip along. So for those who are still on here with me, and others that may be watching this on record, we had one other prize fund. It was an optional side game. It was a square side game that occurred yesterday. And this was the first time this was presented and offered at one of our events. Let me zoom in here, kind of get over to see so that you guys can see this, how this works. So the golf squares game, this is how it worked. So it was a $5 a square, okay? So we had 100 squares. If you entered in this, so this is how it happens. So just like your squares for football or your halves for basketball, you purchase a square for $5, your name goes into it. So what happens is I took all the scores on the front 9 and combined them. The total scores was 4,980 for the front 9. All I did was take the last 2 digits, which was the 80, and go on the X and Y axis. 8 this way. Hold on. Oh, geez. Yep. So 8 this way and 0 this way. It's David Conyers. Got to update this. David Conyers was our front 9 winner. Why the formula figured this one out? What it did was it took the overall one. So the 8 and 0 corresponded wrong here. So basically 8 and 0 lines up here for that 80. So David Conyers is our winner here for the front 9 scores. And for the back 9 scores, same thing here. So the back 9 scores, the total was 5138. Taking the last 2 digits, the 3 and the 8. So the 3 goes here, and the 8 comes down here. It's John Kowalski. So John was the guy who shot the 127. Well, he's going to walk away with $167. And then finally, I take the combined total scores of all players, and we arrive at 10,118. Take the last 2 digits, take the 1 here, and the 8 here, and it's Gary Karch. So it's just like squares, but it just took the 3 sides, front, back, and overall. And that concluded the award and trophy and prize. And if you certainly are looking at what's coming up on our schedule for the Capital City Amateur Tour, we go next to Springfield Country Club, which is on Sunday, July 12th. And currently right now we have 30 entries. This is a limited field to 69 players. So already we're just inside of 3 weeks away from this tournament, and we're already exceeding 50%, almost 50% of the field size. So that's a very high number for 3 weeks out. So I encourage you, even if you're kind of uncertain with those plans of competing in this event, you can cancel any time up until the day of registration closes with no penalty. So that is Wednesday, July 8th. So if you're not sure, you're not sure what weekend you're going to celebrate the 4th of July, or you got some uncertainty, it's best that you go ahead and sign up today. Sign up as early as you can, because that way you're inside the field, not on the waiting list, hoping the chance that you get in. Okay, so the next thing here is I'm also going to tell you that we're going to kick off the low net stroke play head-to-head match play tournament. This kicks off at Springfield Country Club. And right now we have our first entrant into this. What this is, it's $50 to enter, okay? Last year we had 4 rounds. And what happens is when you sign up, you'll be just like March Madness. You'll be placed in the bracket, and you're going to go head-to-head with your scores used in the tournament round. So what happens is I'm an 18.2. Corey Owens, a 10.9. It's rounded up to 11. Mine's an 18. The difference is 7. I get 7 strokes facing Corey in the first round. That's how it works. If he beats me or I beat him, you advance, and every time you advance, you get $20 for the round you win. You get $10 added to that if you win your Sweet 16 round. So then you win $30 here. You get $20 added to that if you arrive to the Final 4. So you're getting $50 there. And then you're getting $80 if you make it to the championship. And then whatever the total number of entrants are, the remaining goes to the runner-up and champion, 60-40 with the trophy involved. So last year, Drew Vanskoy won this. I think overall he had $380 walking away by playing on the Capital City Amateur Tour. So certainly a lot of players out there. It's fun. Just don't worry about it. Just go ahead and play in it. All this stuff is for the experience for you. within these events, and it's certainly always exciting to compete in the things that are offered while you were playing golf, and you have these side games in action that's kind of outside the game of golf. So that's kind of wrapping up things where we are. Kevin, you still on the phone? You still on the line here?
Yes, sir.
You got anything, man? We got a little bit more time. We got about 4+ minutes here. What things do you have? I mean, I think you gave some compliments to the event. What can you speak to and share to anyone that might be watching about yesterday and this tour and how it's set up? And
Yeah, I mean, it's just pretty easy going. Check-in was a breeze. Getting to the course and being able to warm up a little bit before getting out there. The pace was good. Really, I was signing up to play the course. Haven't done that course before, and then as you kind of play, you just kind of get in the mode for it. So it's definitely a different take to play on it. Obviously, I'm not going to be going to getting a tour card anytime soon, but it's good to kind of like throw something different in the game that you're used to playing. To kind of add a different mindset. So
yeah. And what about this tour would you say to someone that's kind of out there that's watching that says, why should they do it?
Part of it is just the course selections. I guess I don't have enough of the connections to play these courses at any form of regular interval or really at all. So it's definitely a good way to kind of play some of the courses in the area that you may not have a chance to really get on and experience it. So that definitely adds a fun value to it. And if you happen to play well, then yeah, I mean, the added bonus of winning some money on top of it is good as well.
Sure. And have you ever played any competitive golf anywhere else and compared to what you experienced yesterday?
No, sir.
And for just curiosity, how'd you find this tour?
Facebook. I'm in the Facebook group Golf Club of Ohio, and
Okay.
someone was actually, it's probably you, but I think someone else was posting it in there beforehand because I was looking at potentially trying to do the Muirfield Village, but as it got a little bit closer, unfortunately, weather kind of scared me away from it. And I think that was the one that you guys actually had some people not finish it because of thunderstorms and whatnot. Right. But I was like, I definitely wanted to do Pinnacle, so I took the jump on that one, and it turned out fun. I mean, the weather was great, and like I said, I mean, it was a fun day out. I mean, it was definitely worth it. The Sunday events are going to be obviously easier probably for most people, but yeah, it was just a fun day out for sure.
Yeah, in that Golf Club Ohio, obviously there's many members in that club that participate in a few of these events this far this season. So that's been a new addition, that group, that category of people that has been reached out through social media. And you know how it works, man. It's the power of reference. So, if you have any further, all I would request of you is just leave a comment out there to the GCO and let those guys know that, Van Rome is out there, Chris Rube, Andrew Kennedy, Donnie Ostrander. I can't think of many more, but to include now yourself. I guess what I'm going to tell people to do. Guess what I'm going to say? That this is the best thing that you should do, man. Right?
Yeah. No, it's fun, and I think one of the other things, and I just thought of, is like being able to have this broken down into flights as well, make it more right. So, I mean, definitely had a full lineup. I probably wouldn't have maybe jumped on it as much, but being able to have it breaking down in flights, I'm competing against people my similar skill level.
Sure. And all you need is a handicap.
More enjoyable. Yep.
Yeah. All you need is a handicap, man. And there's really no risk. There's no membership. Cancellation fees are very minor if you kind of plan ahead and know that you can't commit 4 days out. There's no better opportunity and time to do this. So if you do have the availability for it, it's great. So, well, thanks, Kevin, for jumping online here. Once again, congratulations to you and sticking to your game and having that strong finish. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of wrap things up and close off. Congratulations to the Queen City Amateur Tour. You guys will be hosting the Ohio Ryder Cup Championships. We look forward to that scheduling. I'm Jacob Bridges, Tour Director for the Capital City Amateur Tour, signing off. I'd like to thank you, and we'll see you on the course.